Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. What will the price of Bitcoin do in the next coming few hours? Is the price of Bitcoin bearish or bullish? So this is basically what we're going to be talking about in the next few, minutes. And today has been like a very tough day to trade because the price has been full of temper tantrums, and it's been very hard to kind of trade today's action because, as you can see, right, obviously the price has been pumping and dumping and dumping and pumping, but it's all good. It's all good. What really matters is today's daily close. And if you guys did watch yesterday's episode, right, I really emphasized that the price of Bitcoin has to gradually, stay above 33,300. So we did anticipate the price drop of BTC as far as completing this kind of bearish move that we had at this particular area. So yes, we did come to the completion of this particular move right over there. But what is happening is, if we look at the 4-hour time frame, right, let's say for example we don't really hold 33,300 because this particular area is very vital and crucial support level. This particular area has to provide the much needed support that we need. If that happens, then everything is going to be good, everything is going to be Gucci. But at this particular moment, we are sort of trading above it, and we could lose this particular area. And if that happens, then it's really going to be very, very terrible. So let me just listen if you guys can hear me loud and clear. So yeah, big shout out to all the people who are watching me right now. Yeah, so hit the like button, subscribe. I really hope that the sound and everything is okay. So what was I saying? We need to take advantage of this particular support level. Failure to this is going to lead to more downturn. There's going to be like more bearishness, which is going to happen if we do break this particular area. And the current price action that we are having is not really looking that convincing, even though we could potentially, start trading above it, right? If that happens, I would really love the price to go back above 33,700 and possibly go above 34,500. So to me, if I'm really going to like take a long type of trade, I would rather wait for us to break this particular cluster of resistance, because now we are beginning to trade in this particular range. And in order for us to like continue our bullish bias and our price continuation towards 41,000, right, we need to take advantage of this particular market situation, and we need to regain at least 34,600. If that doesn't happen, then it's going to be very, very unfortunate. And something is going to happen tomorrow. So in case you guys don't really have a clue of what's going to be happening, right, tomorrow, Friday, I think it's going to be 2nd July, right? Is it? Yeah, it's going to be a very crucial and important day, because there's going to be like a quarterly 3 billion options expiration. So there's obviously people baiting, people are kind of betting towards the price remaining at a certain threshold. So if that doesn't happen, the people who were betting on the bearish put options and the bullish put options are either going to lose or make money. So this is one of the reasons why probably a few market makers are not willing to kind of let the price go to a particular threshold. So this is one of the reasons why perhaps every time we would drop, somebody would buy it, because there are certain levels that need to be maintained in order for people to make money, because there's a lot of money at stake right over here, so there's a whole lot of money at stake. And once the price, let's say for example, goes below 33,000 US dollars, right, then that could mean that some people are going to be like way too happy. So 34,000 US dollars is the make or break level for both sides. So on the other hand, bulls will likely try to defend 34,000 level, resulting in 45 million in call buy options open interest. So if the price is going to be around 34,000 US dollars, right? That really mean that there's going to be like a call buy option of about 45 million US dollars in terms of the open interest. So the opposite is also true. When the price goes below 33,000 US dollars, right, there's going to be an open interest in terms of the put options, which is worth 31 million. So that is obviously, these are the crucial levels that we need to maintain, either 33,000 US dollars or 34,000 US dollars. So this is one of the reasons why it's really going to be like a tough spot. Like nobody really wants to kind of lose, but it really seems that we are likely to have a bearish scenario, because if we take a look at the 4-hourly, right, the 4-hourly kind of looks like this could be forming another leg towards the bottom. So if that is going to play out, right, let's say the bearishness kind of continues, then we could probably, you know, use the trend based Fibonacci levels. We can do that and figure out where we might end up dropping to. So if the bearish scenario kind of continues, we're most likely going to end up going to 31,300. Like this is going to be a very good area to kind of observe what is going to happen around this particular level. If, for example, we find support and we continue pumping towards the upside, then we could potentially still end up reaching our 41,000 target. But if this also breaks, then we're most likely going to end up going between 27,000 and 29,000. If that particular level breaks as well, then we're definitely going to go to 24,000. So I mean, it's like really a tricky situation for me, the only thing that I'm really anxious to see today is the end of today. I want to see today's daily close, because if today's daily close is going to be below 33,300, then definitely we know that there's going to be more bearishness which is going to happen. But let's say, for example, we end up closing above 33,300, right, we end up maintaining this support level, then there's a high probability of us going towards the upside. In the morning, I was like very happy. I was so happy, you know, when we kind of had this trading action. So let me just zoom and show you exactly what I mean. So in the morning, I did record a video about 8 hours ago, and that time we were around this particular level, and I was very happy because we bounced off of the support and we started making our, you know, upward movement towards the upside. So I was like, okay, this is like a very good solid support level. And I really believed that 33,000 was going to hold, and we were going to continue pumping towards the upside. But guess what happened? We had like this dramatic drop, you know, from nowhere. We had this trading action, and ever since that particular trading action came through, right, we didn't even try to push up and form some higher highs. So this is one of the reasons why I'm kind of pissed off, and this is why I'm like, okay, perhaps this area is not going to hold, because if we were going to bounce, we could have done it by now. But due to the fact that we are going to be having the, you know, options which are going to be expiring tomorrow, maybe this is one of the reasons why the price is being stagnant, you know, because the price is kind of just in the same level. It's been just pumping up and down, and it hasn't really made any decisive move, you know. So sometimes when it comes to trading, right, you have to give it some time. You know, you don't really necessarily always have to like stick to one particular whatever notion. You always have to wait for more data. Okay, so at this particular moment, the data that we have is we are still above 33,300. We need to maintain it as support. We need to close above it today, and we need to regain our strength and start trading above 34,600. At least we need to come back up to this particular level, because if we do that, right, the probability of us going to 41,000 US dollars is going to be higher in comparison, you know, like if the price is just going to be dangling around this particular area, and we're not going to end up kind of regaining our level on top. So that's what I'm looking at. And we'll see who's going to end up winning in a few hours in terms of the options which are going to expire in a few hours, and then perhaps, you know, the price could be decisive. Okay, and then the other thing is, if the price kind of loses the support, right, then our next level of support is going to be around 31,300. Okay, 31,300 ish area is also coinciding with this particular level. Okay, because this level is going to be used as you know, support. So we're most likely going to end up bouncing off of this particular area, depending on the strength of the bulls and the bears. Then we're going to figure out what we're going to do from there. So, you know, I don't know, it's hard to make any decision here. It's very hard to make any decision. But if we had to like sort of just mostly target, or rather scrutinize, this area, right, you know, we could even consider this particular level to be a Wyckoff either accumulation or redistribution area. Okay, so if we do that, right, this is also considered a Wyckoff potentially accumulation, potentially a redistribution. Okay, so if that happens, I will only be, you know, very excited if we could break above it. Like if we do that, then we start pushing towards the upside, then I would be very excited. But if we end up coming back to this particular level, we bounce off, and then we start using 33,300 as resistance, then there's a high probability of us dropping. So basically today's trading data is full of mixed signals. You know, like there's a lot of uncertainty in terms of what's going to happen. Either we're going to pump or we're going to dump. But according to the analysis that we had since yesterday, right, yes, at this particular moment we're above 33,300, which is a good sign, but it's not that convincing because we are literally at the support. So we need the bulls making some decisive moves, you know, some stuff which are sort of going to solidify their defense in terms of price appreciation. So we are literally in no man's land, but this is one of the reasons we just have to be vigilant. And I'm really looking forward to like getting some more you know, crucial data and some more convincing data. Okay, so sometimes you don't always have to take trades. Sometimes it's always good to just sit on the sidelines, get into USD Tether, do what you have to do, and wait for some more data in order for you to like have a convincing trade. Okay, so to me, this is not really that convincing of a trade in order for me to like risk my portfolio. So I'd rather wait for some more data points and then I can make a decisive move. But you know, we're still trading about 33,300, and that could like literally change in a, you know, a snap of a finger or something. I don't know, it could change easily. So I'm just staying away at this particular moment. I'm just in USD Tether, and I'll get back to trading a little bit later. So how you guys doing? What have you done? Did you just decide to either long or short? Like, what are you doing at this particular at these particular levels? Okay, so let's look at the 12 hours. The 12 hours kind of looks nasty. It doesn't really look that good, but if we take a look at this particular area, right, the bulls are kind of defending. Okay, we've got our price, our POC, which we kind of lost at 34,145, right? You see the red line, that's our price control. And then according to the volume nodes, we still have some support around 32,600. So if we had to drop, I'm sure there's going to be like some buying back action which is going to happen. Okay, so my main target as far as the Wyckoff accumulation is concerned, just like I have been talking about for the past few you know, days, is 41,000 US dollars. But in order for us to go to 41,000 US dollars, certain levels have to be respected, and this is one of the reasons I'm telling you, look, if we drop and close below 33,300, it's not really looking that good for us. And if we're ever going to reach that particular phase of the market where we're going to start closing on the daily below 30,000 US dollars, then, you know, it's not really looking that good for BTC. However, from a grand scheme of things, right, if we look at the weekly basis, the weekly time frame, let's look at the monthly time frame, just, you know, for curiosity's sake. So Consecutively we've been in a downtrend for the past you know 3 months, since April, May, June. Okay, so is July going to be a better month for BTC? Are we going to have like some sort of reversal? But in terms of the intensity of the drop, right, if you look at this candle that we had in May, that this was a nasty kind of drop. But at this particular moment, right, if you look at the doji candle, right, especially for June kind of shows indecisiveness, because we were like in a neutral kind of position, like even though there is more bullishness in comparison to the bearishness, right? If you look at the size of the candle, it's obviously leaning more towards the upside. So the bulls had some slight control of this particular month, so if we look at that, right, we do have a very great chance that July could end up being very positive, and we could end up doing very well. But of course, we need to just complete this downward action that we're having, and then perhaps we could have a reversal. So let's say, for example, worst case scenario, we end up losing all the support. We end up losing support at 33,300, even 30,000, and we end up going to 24,000, right? If that happens, then perhaps maybe we could have like a sharp move towards the upside and just regain this particular level, and then end up going to around 45 to 50k. That could potentially happen. If that happens, that would be very good. But the thing is, when we are trading in a range, right, it's a very choppy area, and things could either go left or right. It's a very tough area to trade in, and this is one of the reasons why you need to be very, very patient, and you need to practice a whole lot of patience. So yeah, big shout out to everybody watching me right now. Kindly destroy the like button, okay, because I can see there's about a good number of you watching me. So I don't know why you're not really trying to support my YouTube channel. Just smash the like button. It only takes like a few milliseconds of your time. Okay, so let's get back to BTC still undecisive, and just like I keep on telling you, right, the Wyckoff accumulation and distribution happens on all time frames. As you can see, we did experience, could we consider this the spring? So if that is the spring, I'm looking forward to like having like a little bit of a down turn here, then eventually we break through like that, and then we start using that particular area as support, then continue going towards the upside. But it really seems today the bears are in control. The bears are overwhelming, and they are kind of relentless. And if we just had to like flip this chart, okay, so let's just invert it. If we do that, right, what does this look to you? It looks like it's going to break towards the upside, just using your eyes. And let's say, okay, let's do this. Let's use the lines. Using the lines, right, it's clear to see that there's going to be that type of movement. Okay, so this is one of the reasons why I really believe that there's going to be like some bearishness which is going to happen, and we're most likely going to end up going to around 31,300, and we're going to just see some lower levels by the end of the day, because this is like a very decisive move, and we are consistently producing higher lows and lower lows. Okay, so I really believe the bears are going to win this particular tug of war. And yeah, let's flip over. What if we use Heikin-Ashi candles? Like, what's happening with the Heikin-Ashi candles? The Heikin-Ashi candles at this particular moment, the bulls are running out of steam. Yeah, they are definitely running out of steam. I mean, this is like a no-brainer. I really believe the bulls were kind of defeated when we broke this upward momentum that we had. If we didn't get destroyed here, hold on, let me just erase that. If this particular structure wasn't broken, especially this bullish engulfing candle, then I would have been convinced that we could have ended up, pushing towards the upside, and our 41k target level could have been, on the books. But this trading data that we had, it just kind of ruined and destroyed the mood. So as you can see, so let's flip over to the smaller time frame. Okay, the smaller time frame, especially the 15 minutes. Let's try to use the 24 hours. So just basic TA using trend lines. You guys can see that we've got like this downward trending channel. Okay, we've got something like that, right? Yeah, we've got something like that. So if we kind of break out of it, then that could be very good. But it really seems like this is going to end up, pushing towards the downside. It's I don't know, it just looks bearish to me. I'm sorry to tell you this, guys. It just looks bearish to me. And such situations happen. And the best thing that you can do is safeguard your portfolio. Make sure you've got stop losses, or you just do what's right. You go into USD Tether. So if the price ends up pushing towards the upside, you can always get back in. But what if this ends up taking us to 27,000 or 26,000 per BTC? Then a lot of altcoins are going to be destroyed as well, and that is going to hurt your portfolio. So just depending on your risk management and your strategies, I don't know. For me, I would rather safeguard my portfolio and just wait to fight another day, or wait for some more data points to be unveiled so that we can trade better. But otherwise, this is like a very tough position. It's a very tough position. But looking at the 4-hour, the 4-hour is clearly in a downward trending direction. And if you guys know anything about Elliott wave, then this is definitely going to continue pushing towards the upside. If we end up closing below 33,300 today, then there's a high probability of us dropping down. So I'm looking forward to getting to observe what this area is going to end up doing. Are we going to end up finding some support around this particular levels, around between 31,700 all the way to 31,000 US dollars, because this is bound to be our next destination. Okay, so if this ends up breaking, then best believe we're going to be trading between 27 to 29,000. If that breaks, we're going to go to 24,000. So these are the different levels that I'm going to be reacting to. And I'm just going to adjust and see what's going to happen. So right now I'm actually in USD Tether. If you're not, you better use a stop loss and just manage your, properly manage your risk and your portfolio, because by the end of it all, I'm not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice. Whatever you do, please do your own due diligence. And I'm always going to be here to provide you some alternative analysis, but you are responsible for your moves, because you have to account and be accountable for your decisions. So I just wanted to give you a quick update, because I really believe I owe you this explanation. Because in the morning I was very happy, because I thought we were going to end up bouncing, but we just have some more information, and this information that we're having is kind of calling for a more downside type of action, and I thought I should update you as soon as possible. Yeah, so do you guys have any more questions for me? Do you have any requests? Do you have any observations? What are you guys saying in the comment section below? Yeah, so that's all I had for you today. Looking forward to seeing how the price is going to be reacting and who's going to end up winning a lot of money in terms of these options which are going to expire. And we're just going to take it easy. We're going to do whatever it takes for us to make some money, save some money, and just do what we have to do. But so far the bulls are looking so not sharp right now. They're looking kind of shabby, and yeah, they're probably going to be destroyed. But hey, anything can happen. If something changes, I'm going to be here and I'm going to give you like a quick update, and I'll give you a heads up. So yeah, it's been your boy Muna, aka Beyond 10x. Talk to you a little bit later. Bye, stay awesome. Remember, practice proper risk management. Always safeguard your portfolio, and yeah, good luck trading, and I really wish you all the best, and make a lot of money.